warrior. I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior. Never gonna hold me down. Solid as a rock, I'm ready for a challenge. Hard as you can't knock me off my balance. Oh, feel you got nothing on me. Throw me to the wolves and I'll come out the leader. Doubt me if you want, I'm gonna make you a believer. Oh, you've never seen nothing like me. I'm gonna stand up, show you what I'm made of. Don't matter how much blood I bleed, there's a fight in me. Nothing's gonna hold me down. I'm gonna stand up, show you what I'm made of. Don't matter how much blood I bleed, there's a fight in me. Never gonna hold me down. I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior. Never gonna hold me down. I'm a warrior. I know my every strength, I know my every weakness. No matter what you come with, I'm gonna defeat it. Oh, I got all I need. Just look in my eyes and you're gonna see the hero that's rising in me. I'm gonna stand up, show you what I'm made of. Don't matter how much blood I bleed, there's a fight in me. Nothing's gonna hold me down.
What up, what up, what up? Hey, what's good, everyone? Hello, hello, welcome to a special Thursday night stream. How are we doing tonight? What is good, everyone? Hello, hello, hello. What up, Kicks? Hi, Jordan. Hey. What up? Justin, Mr. Speedy himself coming in. Yay, first ding. Almost, yeah, so close. So close. Oh, first, yeah, Jordan, you beat him. I see that. Speedy, thank you for liking the stream. Jordan, Stephanie, and Lisa, thank you all for the likes on the stream. Welcome on in, everybody. How are we doing? Yes, I know I am back to having a green screen. I will be having green screens on special streams like this just to keep everything going well and going good for all the background noise. Welcome on in, though. Hello. How are we all doing tonight? Y'all, I am feeling better. My dog is still a little iffy, but I thank you all so much for allowing me time off last night. I did not want to do it, but I was able to rest, feel better, because I wanted to make sure I was in top notch tonight. If you've not been here before for a Y-Series stream, the Y-Series stream is where I have invited another content creator to come in and hang out with us here in the dojo, and we get to find out, well, the why behind why they do what they do, why they started this in the first place, how they all got going, and there's just so many different kind of whys with it. This is something that we have been doing off and on since July. I took a little bit of time off during the holidays, but this is our very first one kicking off the year. Super excited about it, super stoked that Mr. Speed Demon has allowed us a little bit of his time to come hang out with us, so we get to know him a little bit more. I have known Speedy for over a year. I do believe it's coming up, or it already has, for about 2 years. So basically tonight, moving forward, when we jump over into the back room here where Mr. Speed is waiting for us, we're super excited to have him. During that time, all notifications are going to be muted, all sounds and everything else like that, so we can make sure we are giving Mr. Speed Demon the full attention that he deserves. And I'm super stoked to be to just have him here with us this evening. Real quick, y'all, Joshua Reese coming in with that share. Mario, thank you for the share. Evelyn, Miss Penguin Gaming coming in with that like. Ben Cleveland coming in with that like. What's up, Ben? Hello. Christina with that like. What's up, Sistina? And Mario coming in with that like as well. What is up, Mario? Hello. Ben saying, miss you, Speedy. You'll get to see him shortly. Yeah, I know Mr. Speedy is having some internet issues. We're hoping that those get fixed soon, so we get to have him back up and going as well. But what is up? Good evening. Happy Thursday. How is everyone doing tonight? I'm gonna catch up on chat for just real quick. I want to chit chat with you guys, and then we're not going to keep Speedy waiting too long, just because I know time is very precious, especially with him and his family. So let's catch up a little bit. Let's go. What's going on with y'all tonight? Mr. Scott Bryant, Mr. Commissioner coming in with that like. Hello. Better luck next time. What's up, Stephanie? What's up, Lisa? Hello. Jordan with the 310 days of followers. What's up, Jordan? Getting close to that year mark. Let's go. Right. Right. Thank you for the pin. Mario with the 427 days. I appreciate you. Why Speed likes well done steak. Wait, he likes well done steak. I'm gonna have to get into this one, Evelyn, because a well done steak, medium. Medium is the best way to go at this moment in time. Brian, thank you for the share. What is up, Brian? Christina with the 781 days of followers. Let's go. Hello. What's up? Ben, thank you for that notify. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining the Dojo family, where you're not just a friend or a follower, you are family, and you're now a part of the Warriors. Welcome. Stephanie with the followers at 58 days. I appreciate you. Sounds are still on this scene, so I can keep up with things, but during the actual interview, all sounds will be off. Thank you, Ray. Let me get that command in real quick. I think I actually have them off at the moment. Mr. Commissioner with the followers of 153 days. Let's go. I'm doing much better. Thank you, Commissioner. How are you? Let's see. Why Speed fave song is Maple Tree Way. Evelyn. Oh, that is funny. Brian with the followers 150 days. Let's go. There are, all my Knoxbot sounds are muted. All Knoxbot sounds are muted just so we don't accidentally have the same situation we had a couple months ago. Right. Thank you for the share as well. Don't forget to wish him a happy birthday. I know, right? Hey, why is it Speed's birthday every day? And for that matter, how? Good question, Evelyn. Mario, thank you for that notify. Making sure you're getting those notifications. Let's go. Little under the weather today, Chen, but doing all right. Oh, Commissioner, I'm so sorry to hear that you are not feeling good. Very, very sorry to hear that, but I hope you start to feel better soon. I feel that though, I wasn't feeling the best, yesterday. My oldest pup wasn't doing so well. For the past 24 hours though, she has done better until we got home and she just got sick again. So fingers crossed, it's just a little bit of an upset stomach. We'll keep an eye on her, and if anything, I guess we're going to the vet. Airless Stream coming with a like in the stream. What is up, David? Hello. Happy birthday, Speedy. Oh, I know, right? Every day is Speedy's birthday, y'all. All right. Let me know if you guys can still, there we go. I was gonna want to make sure, but yeah, feel better, Kamish. I hope you start to feel better. Hopefully, you wake up tomorrow and it's a brand new day and you start to feel 100% better. But how is everybody doing? I really hope that y'all's days are well. Miss Penguin Gaming, I'm glad, and I really do hope that you are okay and feeling better after your lovely dentist situation. I do believe you said yesterday. I'm gonna tell you this. I was gonna go back and kind of listen to the whole thing, but it might actually just make me even more nervous to go see the dentist. I'm already terrified of it. But y'all, I really do hope you guys are doing well and having an amazing day. Tonight is Mr. Speed Demon's interview, the Y series. I do have my YouTube. This is where, on my YouTube, I actually upload all the, Y series. I have 2 left to upload and then we will be caught up. I got hacked on my YouTube, but I got my actual page back. There is still a fake one out there that I can't get gone, but hey, it's okay. But if you guys want to check out anybody else's, we have had the pleasure of having Rockstar, JP Fire, Mr. Redhead, and 007, and my Y series is on there as well. And then I will also be making sure that we upload Mr. Speed Demons too. So I really appreciate you popping in, hanging out. If you're coming in over from Speed Demon over there, I appreciate you coming in and giving me a little bit of time hanging out with Speed. And I can't wait to be able to get into this and talk to him a little bit. So sure, Charmander. Yes, welcome on in. I haven't picked on him in so long. All of his energy is stacked up. Well, Evelyn, this is your time to continue to pick on him. My AirPods just got back from Apple. They found 4 different problems. They were going to charge $199. So, oh, wow, Mario. That is, that's insane. That's all I'm going to say on that one. Electronics and technology, though, can be super costly, unfortunately. Yeah, I feel lost without Speed. You know, I understand that, Ben. I do. Whenever we are content creators and yeah. I feel that. All right, y'all. So, are we ready to bring on Mr. Speed Demon in here? Ready to get him going so we get to talk to him a bit? Super, super stoked. I'm going to check 2 more things to make sure we are ready to go. That's highway robbery. Yeah, that's a lot to fix, earbuds. That's all I'm going to say. But you know, unfortunately, technology can be a little insane. Give me 2 seconds. I just want to make sure everything else is good here. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and bring in Mr. Speed Demon, shall we? Let's go. Welcome on in. Good evening, Speedy. How are you doing tonight?
Hey, what's up? I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Doing good, doing good. Had a good day so far.
Nice.
How about you? How was your day?
Busy. I have so many kids, so many things going on. Busy, but it's been good.
Busy. I understand that. Can be a little crazy, so my mornings are lacking. A lot of people are missing you, Mr. Speedy.
I saw one of them likes to be a little trolly, Miss Penguin.
Oh, hey, you gotta love her though. Gotta love Miss Pengy.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Been
awesome.
saying there's the handsome Speedy.
I don't know about handsome, but it's a stretch. We're trying. I gotta follow Ben's example.
Evelyn over there just like, I know what you're talking about. I'm good. I'm happy. I'm chill.
Miss Icebird over there.
Oh wow. Okay. He's throwing a snowball or throwing something right back at you, Miss Evelyn.
Hey, what's up, Ryan? Good to see you.
What up, everybody? All right, y'all. So, moving forward, all alerts and everything else has been silent. So if anybody pops in, hanging out, chilling, it's not that I'm trying to ignore anybody at all. You guys know me. I chit chat and everything else. But real quick, Kyle, welcome on in. Thank you for the like. What is up, sir? The one and only SpeedDemon8706. Much love, brother. So everything else moving
Scotty,
forward.
good to see you, sir.
Is all turned off. We're gonna kind of hop in here. So, Speedy, tell us just a little bit about yourself, sir.
All right. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm SpeedDemon8706, and I am a streamer here on Facebook. I've been streaming March will be 3 years that I've been streaming. I started off streaming as a variety streamer because I like playing a lot of video games, but I found Kaizo. So I'm a Kaizo streamer, and right now I'm kind of going on a shell journey. I like playing shells. Yes.
You're jumping in. You're jumping too quick. A little bit of background information about you, like outside of streaming, sir.
Oh, okay, cool. So background information: I am married. I have 8 kids. I am in the military. Been active duty military for 15 years, going on 16 in March as well.
Thank you so much for your service, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate it. My hobbies, of course, are video gaming. I like working out. In fact, I'm back in the gym. Been in the gym for about 4 weeks now. And every time I go in the gym, I always get sick. So I just got off of a stomach bug, but I'm good to go now. So yeah, 4 boys, 4 girls, and like long walks on the beach. I don't like breakfast for dinner because breakfast is a special meal that should be enjoyed at that special time. It's like drinking coffee at night after working in 90-degree weather cutting the grass. It just doesn't hit right. It's still good. It just doesn't hit right. And pineapple does not belong on pizza.
Okay.
And steaks are medium to medium rare, not well done.
Okay, I was going to say, because Evelyn said you liked your steak well done. I was like, sir? Medium.
Nope. Medium to medium rare, no steak sauce. If you had to put sauce on it, the steak was ruined to begin with. Just turn in your steak card. It's a felony.
See, I did my steak and ranch, so yeah, it might be a little weird on that one. But breakfast for dinner? Really? And I will agree with you, pineapple does not belong on pizza. Sorry. Love you all very much, but I will agree with you on that one.
Yes.
Oh, well, you know what, right? Don't even start. The hubs is going to jump in and start too. Okay, I see you. I saw
Ryan
you
says, oh my gosh, totally agree with that. Yes. Kyle, don't lie.
What's up, JP? I saw you eat breakfast for dinner, though. I also seen you eat pineapple on pizza. Don't lie to us. He also likes well done steak. Today is his birthday.
And see, I had to eat pineapple on pizza because the community came together and hit a goal. I had to eat breakfast for dinner because the community, again, came together and met a goal. It was not willingly. I was forced, coerced. The lies, sir. Don't you lie to these good people. And I want to see when I ate well done steak, sir. and hitting or eating a bag of Jacqueline's beef jerky doesn't count. That's technically that's well done steak, but that's the only well done steak I'd eat is the beef jerky. Nice try.
I mean, I can understand that 100%, especially with beef jerky. So, hey.
Yeah.
But I mean, well done steak. I mean, I think as I was a kid, I'd eat a well done steak, but now that I'm older, I'm like, nah, it's gotta be medium. So,
see, I got forced to eat well done steak because I was a kid. And my mom was like, "Oh my gosh, you're gonna get salmonella. You're gonna get food poisoning, so you have to eat the well done steak." Like, okay, mom. And whenever I became an adult and I adulted and I experimented with the different types of steak, it's like, what would they say in Aladdin? I can show you the world. Yep.
100%.
Whole new world.
Oh yeah, 100%. It goes from 0 to 1,000 in like super quick.
Right? You shut up, Evelyn. No.
That's grody. What's up, Derek? Hello. So Speedy, kind of just a little bit of information before we get into that big, huge why. How old were you when you first started playing video games, and what was your very first ever video game?
Oh man. I think I was like 7 when I played my first video game. 6 or 7. And the most iconic memory that comes to mind is so long ago. I'm old. I'm 35. Anyways, so the first time I ever played a video game was I went to a friend's house and he had a Nintendo. And so he was playing Mario. And so I was like, ooh, I want to play this. And it was such a fun time. And I was sucked in. And for months, I told my parents, I want Mario. And so for Christmas one year, they finally got me a Super Nintendo. And it came with Super Mario World and Donkey Kong Country. And for years, that's all I had was a Super Nintendo. And so I played and beat Super Mario World and Donkey Kong Country 100% of them because I had no other games. And that's all I had because we were poor growing up. So that's when I started. And that's kind of what I got into. And I guess that's why I do what I do, because Mario.
First love is Mario. I think a lot of us kind of jumped in and enjoyed Mario for most of our childhood. So 100%.
Mm-hmm.
So within being young when you first started playing some video games, enjoying Mario, Donkey Kong, what is one memory you have in gaming before you started streaming?
Oh man, GoldenEye, Super Smash, just playing with the friends, late nights. So I was a big skater guy. I had long hair. I took showers though. I did take showers. I took showers. I had long hair, played guitar, and when I was in middle school and high school, I used to skateboard all the time. And when we'd finish skateboarding, we'd go back to my friend's house and we'd always eat snacks. We'd play video games until we were fighting sleep. And then I'd be like, all right, dude, I'm gonna go to the house. We got school tomorrow. I'll get you later. So it was always those nights, and there's not a care in the world. And those video game memories are with GoldenEye and Mario 64, Super Smash, sometimes Halo, but I wasn't really into the Halo yet. I was still more in my Nintendo phase. Just so many good memories.
Very much so. Being a kid and like having those times where you're hanging out with kids and stuff like that, your friends, other ones, like you've got that memory, you got that base, and it's just like, oh hey, remember that time we were down doing this and this and that? So you have that. So that's pretty awesome. Kind of going through all of it, what is your all-time favorite game or game franchise? This question is always very tough, but real quick, you mentioned you used to play guitar. Acoustic, electric? Which one? Both.
So acoustic and electric. I like the sound of acoustic. Depending on the music you're going to play, I just play easier songs because I'm more of a chord guy. I can pick very little.
Okay.
Very little. But I also like the electric guitar because you got the power chords and there's so much versatility with it. It's like a totally new world when you hit power chords and you hit certain songs, and it's awesome. But I had to get rid of my amp because it was too loud, and I started having kids, and guitar amps don't get along very well.
No, no, no. And then he just decided to bring up It's a Whole New World. So your little version of A Whole New World just kind of popped into my head. That's exactly how that's going to go for now. I play acoustic guitar, so that's why I had to ask. I was like, hey, another person that plays guitar. So
Nice.
I haven't played it in a while, but still. But electric is awesome and stuff like that. So Mr. Commissioner says you and him are going to have to collab sometime. That'd be pretty cool to hear.
Oh man, I can't even stream right now.
Hey, you'll get there. I have faith that you'll get hopefully they'll get all that internet stuff taken care of.
Buff.
So why Speed Demon? Why well, real quick, I mean you've already kind of answered this next one. So how long you been streaming? You said it's coming up on 3 years?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 years.
But why SpeedDemon8706? Why that name?
So I didn't want to seclude myself to one niche. I wanted to be something versatile, kind of like Chim Kicks. You know, that's your trademark, that's you, and it says nothing about a game. Speed Demon. You know, I attribute it to fast cars. I like fast cars. I liked working on cars. I liked things that go fast. Sonic is my favorite character. He goes fast. Whenever I skateboard, I liked doing a lot of flat ground tricks and just going as fast as I can. It's fun. I like fast things. And so, you know, I was always told I like to rush things, or I'm a speed demon, you know, and just in various things. And then so I was like, you know what, Speed Demon. And then the 8706, I had to have something that was like specific to me, because you search Speed Demon, you're going to find all kinds of car clubs and all kinds of other things, you know, Speed Demon. Whoa. So 87 was the year I was born.
Okay.
06 is the year I graduated high school. So if I put 8706, it's like, okay, you can't miss that. You know, there's not very many 8706s out there.
Yep. No. Hey, you know, that's the first time I've actually understood the 8706. I don't think I've ever asked. So that's why I was kind of been curious, and perfect that we're bringing that up now. So that's really cool. Also, sir, you called me old. I don't know if you saw the.
I didn't call you old. So I saw it. I saw that. I said I'm old.
You're 1 year old. You're barely a year older than me, sir. Oh, goodness gracious.
We're seasoned.
Very, very much so. Yes, there you go. That's a better word. Hey, we're seasoned, not old.
We're seasoned.
So what or who inspired you to start streaming?
Oh man. I never watched any streamers. What got me into streaming, if I can go that route, I lived in Hawaii, right? Military took me to Hawaii, and I would do my own physical fitness regimen. So in the Army, I'm kind of going to go on a little, not a tangent, but just kind of into the weeds. Anyways, so in the Army, we have unit physical fitness training, or unit PT. So unit PT is designed to train ready physically a unit, not individuals. Unit PT is designed to train the unit physically as a whole. If you need to better yourself physically in certain areas, or better yourself independently, you have to make the time yourself to go to the gym or do your own workout before or after unit PT. If you're depending on unit PT, it's not going to help you. So that's what I was doing. I was doing my own PT in the morning. So PT for us typically is 6:30. And if I wanted to get a good workout, I need at least 45 minutes to an hour. Well, so 6:30, back it up to 5:30. I need time to travel to work. Give me 15, 20 minutes. So back it up to just 5 for good measure. So now I need to, get my pre-workout in, get my equipment in and all that stuff. So I would typically get up around 3:20. Well, 3 in the morning, stream from 3:20 to 05 or 5 a.m. And then 5 to about, 5:30, 5:45, I would do my workout. So before I was streaming, I was like, I have to take pre-workout. And while I'm taking pre-workout, I just play Call of Duty, waiting for my pre-workout to kick in. And I thought one day, well, what if I streamed? What if I became a streamer? Then I could use that to pay for my pre-workout. And so I was like, I'm just going to stream and make some money. Maybe I can, make 30, $40 to buy pre-workout, That was the mindset. I didn't watch streamers. I didn't know anything about streamers. I was just like, hey, I'm playing a game while I'm waiting for my pre-workout to kick in. Nobody's up. It's just me. So it's kind of boring. What if I streamed? So that's why I initially did it. So I got into streaming just for that reason, not knowing anything about the community. Once I got into streaming and I started networking and seeing other people do it, then I started seeing a community come together. Then I started meeting awesome people, having great conversations and things like that. And so I was like, you know what, this is pretty cool. But I'm not really feeling the variety. You know, it's like, well, what am I going to play today? It's just kind of shotgun blast everywhere. So the ones that really inspired me to do what I do and go towards Mario and streaming in general was Tim Danger. He was one of the first ones that I saw. I stepped into Tim's stream, and that's whenever he was hot and heavy into Mario Maker. The dude had like 30s and 40s with people, and he was just having a ball. He was playing these difficult levels, and he was just laying down art with a controller, and he was just talking to people, laughing and having a good time. And somebody would hit the like button, and he's like, oh, hey, thank you for the like. And then somebody hit the follow, and he's like, oh, you hit the follow. Hey, hold on, I got something special for you. And then he hits that follow button and the screen comes on and you know, hey, thank you, John Smith, for the follow. And I was like, whoa, that's so cool. And so, you know, that's kind of what sucked me in. And I really liked what I saw. Mm-hmm. And then another person that inspired me was LSG. He's a Brazilian streamer. So he inspired me to play Mario as well. And then what got me into the Kaizo portion was La and Benny Kapow. Benny and I were kind of coming up at the same time, as well as myself and Saver Authors, a few of us that were coming up around the same time. But Benny, Tim, and La were probably my three big inspirations to go into Mario and do what I do. So to answer your first question, initially it was just wanting to pay for pre-workout. But then I got to know the community, and I would trade it for the world. So many beautiful people, so many amazing people, and different dynamics to conversations. I love talking to people.
You're kind of freezing and glitching just a little bit over there on me, Speedy. Just a little bit. I would.
It's my internet.
Just a little. It seems it seems like everything is good now. I just want to make sure everything was good. We're not about to lose you. Okay. All right. It looks all nice and good. All right. Welcome on in, everybody. If you guys are just joining us, we are in the Y Series interview tonight with Mr. SpeedDemon8706. If things kind of start cutting out a little bit, do not hesitate to throw something in the chat. Let us know so we can try to just like give it a second to readjust. Mr. Speedy is having some internet difficulties, but he is still here with us, giving us some time hanging out with us. We'll kind of keep going, but that is really awesome that you kind of were like, hey, so when you started streaming, because you said you played Warzone, did you start playing were you playing Warzone like to start off with a little bit, and then you kind of changed up Mario, or did you go straight into just Mario?
So I started off streaming. This is before Warzone came out. This was like Team Deathmatch, free for all, and all that stuff. I started doing that, and then very briefly, I started on YouTube, and then I transitioned over to Twitch and Facebook, and I had great success with both. I hit affiliate pretty quick, but I was running for subscribers on Facebook, and I was like, Facebook. So I did the Facebook thing, and I was doing just Donkey Kong, Tropical Freeze, Street Fighter, Mega Man, Sonic, Mario, Dead by Daylight, Call of Duty. It was a little bit of everything. And then once I saw Tim and La and Benny, I wanted to be that guy that looked great playing Mario. I wanted people to come into my stream and be like, holy cow, you have amazing skill. And so that's what kind of got me into doing what I'm doing now. So, yeah.
Sounds awesome. And you've played Dead by Daylight before. Man, I would almost I'd love to see a round of that. Oh, Dead by Daylight can be a lot.
Oh, I'd die. I would die a lot.
Hey, it happens. So getting into it, starting out, understanding like not seeing another streamer, and then you got into seeing them. Some of them I know Savaros, so I know who you're talking about with him. So you kind of started out with your first initial why you started. So, sir, Why do you stream today? Why do you do what you do?
The community. I do what I do today because I love interacting with the community. And it's really, I don't know how to say it. I guess it really bothers me, and it's hard to stream now because of the internet. And I know that whenever streams are glitchy and laggy, people don't want to see that. And I understand, because I'm the same way. I don't want to see a glitchy and laggy stream. And, it really cuts down on being able to chat. And sometimes that's what I really thrive on. I like talking to people, knowing how people's days are. Like, I have one of my moderators in here, Ben, he talks about his work day. I'm used to knowing what he does for a living and hearing his routine. I like another guy named Kevin comes in, all these people that come in and they talk about their routines or just getting off of work. I know Larry Jones is here. Larry's a great friend of mine. He comes in, he's, I'm just getting off of work and I'm just doing this. You get to learn people's routine and you get to see different dynamics and you get to be a part of that. And I think that's so awesome. And then to see them ask you the same questions, like, oh, Speedy, how's your kid? I heard he was sick. Or, hey, Speed, how's Ash? Hey, Speed, how's this? Hey, Speed, when are you doing this, that, and the other? Like, it's so cool. It's literally talking to your friends virtually. And sometimes you can find closer friends through streaming than you can in real life.
No, I 100% will agree with you on that last statement, Speedy. The community and having those friends become family, and like I feel like your heart right now. I really do, about not being able to be live right now and having to wait until things get fixed. Like, I feel that heart. I feel your passion. Like, you are very passionate with what you do. When I get to hop in, when I get to pop in, you're always very upbeat, very happy, having fun. Even if you're having a frustration of a level, you're not really showing it, but then you're having fun with it. And my husband kind of just dropped something like, your guys' patient level for some of that, like Kaizo and Mario levels. Like, I always joke, like, men, try to throw me on that, I'd probably rage quit within like 3 tries. So seeing like your skill with it and seeing what you do and the way that you have gone through everything with so much stuff over last year, with like your community and building and life, it's awesome to be able to see you still, like, you've got a smile on your face, you're still up, you're still talking, you're still trying to push, you're still trying to fix, and you haven't given up. You're like, no, this isn't going to defeat me, even if it does feel like that. Maybe whether or not it does, just know I myself, I can't speak for everybody, but I do believe that we all see it. We absolutely love you. We love what you do. We love being able to hang out with you and talk with you. And you will be back.
Thank you.
Like, I know you'll be back. You'll be up and going. And I know everybody pretty much will understand that as well. So it's just awesome to see that. Like, I've gotten to know you a little bit off and on for the past, I want to say it's coming up on 2 years, but I could be wrong. Time flies. So that's why I'm just like, how long have we known each other? Just a little bit. But seeing everything over the last couple months, like, I just want to say, like, seriously, like, thank you for what you do. Having fun, talking, building your community, building that family. It's awesome to be able to see it and get to see and stuff like that. So, like, what going into your why of streaming, what pushes you to continue doing it? Is like the community aspect with it as well, or is there more to it, more that you want to go and bring into streaming, if that makes sense?
So getting into streaming, the big fueling motivator is the community. Now, I do use this as income to help take care of my family, because anybody that's got any kids, no, kids can be expensive. Well, I got 8 of them, right? And so I use this to kind of help take care of them. And whenever I moved from Hawaii, the money I made from streaming helped put coats on their backs, because Hawaii doesn't get cold. And we're in Missouri. So Missouri gets cold, so we got some winter clothing for them. It kept food in their bellies and things like that. So it helped take care of my family. So another reason that I stream is, for the income, but the main focus behind it is interacting with the community. And what motivates me is interacting with the community. Because like right now, obviously I'm not streaming, and yes, I'm kind of taking a hit on income, but it's very inconsistent. And, we kind of have to tweak things around a little bit, but I can make do without streaming. If I got told I am not streaming anymore, I have to give it up. If I got told no more streaming, financially, I'm okay. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. The thing that would bother me is not being able to talk to others. And one thing that motivates me is every so often, I will have somebody come in that is going through a rough time in life, whether it's losing their job, going through a breakup, having an alcohol or substance addiction problem, and they just want to get away from the pain for a little bit. They come in and they say, hey, I used to play this as a kid. How long have you been playing? And we'll start talking, and then they'll finally bring it up and say, I just lost my job right now. Thank you for being so positive and providing this for me. I just lost my girlfriend, or I'm struggling with an addiction problem right now. This is getting my mind off of it. Those streams are what means so much to me. And there are so many instances that I will always remember. The fact that I can bring happiness and alleviate pain and pressure from somebody is no feeling that can ever be replaced. That's what motivates me.
Absolutely love that. You brought up the whole different conversations and able to help someone's day. It actually brought up a memory when you it was right around when we first started getting to know each other, and I just want to say thank you, because you hopped into one of my streams. It was over the summer, not this past summer. It'd be two years ago this summer. I distinctly remember it was a night that I was playing Horizon Zero Dawn, and you had hopped into chat, and there was like a big heavy conversation going on, and it was like one of those conversations where like a lot of people just needed it, and then you were able to talk about things as well and bring up different things, and it was just like, okay, I can before even hearing and getting to know you, now after 2 years, I already could feel you had that big heart, that heart for others, and with the family. And sir, someone else is 8 kids. Holy moly, how is someone threw that in chat just a little bit ago. Your kiddos are awesome. Your kiddos are amazing. Seeing you with your family is just phenomenal. And sir, Hawaii, I'm still jealous.
Oh yeah, I'm jealous of myself. I want to go back. I'd go back if I could. And those conversations, I love those conversations. It doesn't matter who's having them. It matters about the mindset.
Yep.
One big thing that motivates me is just being in part of those conversations. I love it.
And it goes a long way, and it helps quite a bit. What's up real quick? Hey, everybody, welcome on in. What's up, Robin? What's up, Rocky? What's up, Mystic? What's up, Stuart? Welcome on in, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. I hope each and every single one of you are doing a phenomenal and having a incredible Thursday night. So kind of going into right now, within the why, what you're pushing for, do you have any current stream goals that you're trying to hit, trying to go for, different things you're trying to chill out with? What just happened? Hello?
Hello.
Give me just a second. Apparently, Discord decided it does not want to work right now. What is going on, Discord? Give me uno momento. This is why we love tech stuff, y'all. Right here.
Okie dokie.
Give me one quick second. I'm not for sure why Discord just did what it did. Let's bring Speedy back, shall we? That was odd. Okay.
Did your Discord crash?
I'm not for sure if it was mine or if it was what happened, but it put you into a black screen shutdown, but it is back. We are back. There we go. Everybody good?
Hey, welcome back.
Good?
Everybody good to see
you. Gotta love Discord, gotta love a little bit of tech stuff. But hey, this is we just kinda keep pushing through it. My 2 kids keep me busy. Much love and respect. Beard Dad Wonder says, hi, Beard Dad Wonder, welcome on in as well. And I thought my dogs gave me the runaround, y'all.
What was your question? You just asked a question before we got disconnected, or sort of disconnected.
Yeah, sorry about that, y'all. We're gonna rewind that just a little bit. So what is a goal you have right now that you're pushing forward towards for a short amount of time for this new year? What do you kind of have planned and goals? And blame Speed's internet, as Stuart says.
Yeah, probably is. Hey, what up, Stu? Good to see you.
It's technology.
And yes. And for those of you that are in chat, I see I have the chat pulled up so I can see you guys' comments. And so thank you for the comments. I'm not responding because I'm leaving that up to Chim. She's obviously the host. I'm gonna let her run her show, but just know that I do see your comments. So if there's anything you want to say to me, she's obviously reading them and she gets to them. So just know that I am reading you guys' comments while we do this. Because again, I know she's not doing this just for her. She's doing it for the community. And before I go on, I want to say thank you for having me on here.
You're very welcome. Thank you for being a part of it. And Speedy, you are more than welcome to, I should have let you know that ahead of time, and I do apologize. You are more than welcome to stop and interact with chat. If someone already throws a question out or says something, you are more than welcome to interact with the chat. I do apologize for not saying something earlier, but no, you have fun talking. You guys, if you guys want to throw out different questions, different statements on different topics that we're on right now, you feel free. This is for full community, for you all to get to know Speedy a little bit more. The reason why real quick, I threw this in and I will throw this out on YouTube at a different time. But so if you're kind of new hanging out here for the Y series, I started doing this because I wanted to give other creators, even more of a voice and even more of a chance to let others know, a bit about themselves and, introduce them and kind of just like push out every creator that I possibly can to kind of just like be supportive and try to do my best to be there as well for them. And also because I absolutely love getting to know others and getting to know other creators and kind of understand why they do what they do and kind of going from there. So I do appreciate you tuning in, hanging out, giving us a bit of your time, getting to know Speedy a little bit more. And like I said, if you missed any of the stream, it'll be on here, but I will also be uploading it to the YouTube. If not tonight, over this weekend. So Speedy,
Hi, Rocky. Yep. Okay. So,
unless you want
to
to
answer your
interact with
question,
chat
yes.
real quick, you do whatever. We're here. We're hanging out.
Yep. All right. Cool. Good to see you, Rocky. Hope you're doing good. Good to see all you guys in the chat. I know Ryan, Rocky, Stu, Evelyn, everybody else, and Bear Dad Wonder. Good to see you. And yep. So, anyways, back to answering the question. So, the goals that I have for this year, I like ISO, and more specifically, I like shells. So I have been playing through shell hacks quite a bit, and most notably, I set a high goal for myself. I want to get I want to set a record in Team Shell, not the number one world record, but Team Shell is a 38 level hack, and it takes roughly about, I don't know, some levels take about 30 seconds or a little longer, and some of them take probably about a minute and a half to 2 minutes to complete. So trying to get 40 something minutes to go through a 38 level hack is a tall order. I don't know of anybody in the community right now that is speedrunning Team Shell. That is my goal for this year. I'm super close. So if I get 49, 59, I hit my goal. And right now my personal best is 50 minutes and 1 second. So that is one of my goals. Yeah. That is one of my goals. And then the next goal I have for this year is to beat Sheffy World 2 and Baron of Shell, which are really difficult hacks. So just my goal for this year is to take down difficult shell hacks. Oh, and Shell Escape, it's another difficult hack. So those are my gamer stream goals for the year. And then for my stream goals, is to just have, it was to try to grind out partner, but with everything going on with Facebook, with everything going on in my life, I don't have the time to keep up. Oh, and my internet, of course, don't forget the internet, but I can't commit to that goal for partner, but I can commit to the goals of my hack endeavors. So those are my goals, and yeah, that's really it.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Really, really busy, especially with all those levels. Y'all, if you guys have not checked out Speed Demon and you would you please go show him that love. His link is in the pinned comment tonight. Y'all, it does take you directly to his page. He is here directly on Facebook and Facebook only, I do believe. And just kind of kicking it with him. If y'all could, if you haven't, go check him out, go give him some love and show him that support.
Yo, what up, John? Good to see you. Sup, nerd? I do have a TikTok though, but be forewarned, my TikTok, it is not gaming content. It is all just like, I don't know. It's like feel good content. I share a lot of stuff about my kids and about things that go on. There's a few dad jokes on there. It's not big by any means. It's more of like a hobby thing. It's not like something I'm trying to grind out and get big and, get a stream link and monetize. It's just kind of like a hobby. So I like to throw that out there because I think it's cool to see a different dynamic on a streamer besides just the gaming. Because I know there are a ton of streamers that have TikToks, which is great. That's awesome. I just decided to do something different with my TikTok. But I am all over the place. I have a Facebook, I have a Twitch, I have a YouTube, I have a TikTok, I have a Trovo, which is another streaming platform. I just don't stream on those. I keep the Twitch for the just in case, and I have the YouTube. That was what I did before streaming. I have like tech videos and DIY stuff because the way I look at it, we all have our gaming consoles, whether it's controllers or consoles or whatnot. And I firmly believe that you, as an owner of whatever you have, you should be able to troubleshoot it and fix it if it comes to it, or even customize it. Because as technology grows and more things come out, it gets more expensive to fix those things. And if you're gonna, I don't know, if you send your PlayStation back to Sony to get it fixed and it's out of warranty, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg to get fixed. Whereas if you know what screws to take apart, what component to pull off, and what to look at, you can get a new power supply for half the price and put it in for free. So that's kind of what my YouTube channel's about.
Well, that'll be awesome, y'all. So go check them out. Go find them out, y'all. YouTube, TikTok, all over the place. But
thanks, Travis.
That's really cool. I'll have to go give him a follow. Oh, what's up, Travis? Hi, Lolo. What's up, Lauren? Welcome on in. Also, hi, John. Welcome on in the dojo. So we've talked about goals. We've talked about whys. Talked about everything. So we asked about like your favorite gaming memory before you started stream. What is one of your all-time favorite memories during your time over like the past like 3 years that you're coming up on? Also, man. Hi, John. You don't always have an extra arm and leg laying around.
Yo, what up, John? Good to see you. And Travis, that's true, man. I've been shot at and blown up. I know. Thankfully, I've been lucky. Got both my arms and my legs. Woo! So, yeah. I would say one of the a couple of memorable times in video gaming is during my streaming tenure. I will never forget whenever I beat Invictus for the first time. So in the Kaizo community, Invictus is kind of like that rite of passage. And if you beat Invictus, you can Kaizo. You can Kaizo. It's like you earned your spot among your fellow Kaizo players. Before that, you're kind of considered new. At least that's how it was, about a year or so ago whenever I was still trying to Kaizo. And then another one was beating Team Shell. Nobody had played it at that time in our little group or our little community. I mean, obviously it's been played in beat before, but nobody in our community except like the only people that I knew that played in beat Team Shell was La LSG, and he is a god. He is like a god in Kaizo. And in RetroLink or Rashiro, like amazing. The dude can just pick up a controller and beat it just because he touched the controller. Like those are the only two that I knew that ever beat Team Shell. And so I made it a goal to complete that. And when I beat Team Shell, it was like the most amazing accomplishment. And then the last accomplishment that is always going to stick with me is taking out Grand Prix World 2. That was amazing. It's the first Kaizo expert hack that I've beaten.
So you talk about Invictus and you talk about Kaizo. Can you explain a little bit more in detail? I've always wondered, and I've been meaning to ask this anyway, but good time to ask it. What is it like? I know like Mario levels, like growing up on different things like that, like your old like Mario Party and like not really Mario Party, but Super Mario. So So what is like Invictus that you're talking about? And then like what is like Kaizo? Like, can you explain just a little bit about that?
Yes, and Jordan, the lies. The lies and slander, sir. Listen, just because you're the only one that likes well done steak doesn't mean you need to rope in other people to share that same interest with you when they don't. If you want well done steak so bad, go get yourself a bag of beef jerky, sir. We covered that, redhead. Speed likes a steak so rare, a good vet could bring it back to life. I don't like it that rare. That blue rare, that's gross.
And he prefers red hot sauce. I don't know if you like hot sauce or not, but there you go.
So the way I explain Kaizo to a lot of the community or anybody coming in is, okay, the word Kaizo means to change, right? So it's Japanese for to change. So if you look at all these Mario ROM hacks that are floating around out there, technically every one of them is a Kaizo because it's not the same Super Mario World. It's not something Nintendo created, so it's a change. So technically it's Kaizo. But Kaizo originally was developed to be a very hard platformer of Super Mario World. And then as this Kaizo came out, other Kaizos came out, and then it just kind of took its own direction. And so now you have like your vanilla Kaizos, and then you have your Kaizos. So your vanilla ROM hacks is what I like to call them. Those are just people that made typical platformers. Like if you play Super Mario World, you know what it's like. You have a nice layout. You can stand around. You can run through the level. You can go on pipes and just hang out. Kaizo is very different. All of the levels are like a chained together group of obstacles. So like a shell jump. Let's just say a shell jump is one obstacle. You shell jump onto a platform that's going to fall. And as it's falling, you have to jump off that platform at the right time into the next obstacle and the next obstacle. And Kaizo is a series of obstacles put together that you have to learn. First, you have to learn how those obstacles or what those obstacles are and how to overcome them. Then you have to get those repetitions in to get good with them. And then you had to move on to the next one. And so it's a succession of navigating the obstacles and achieving the goal point. So that's the best way I can describe Kaizo. And Invictus is an intermediate Kaizo, okay. Just because the levels are pretty intense. Because you have your beginner Kaizos like Baby Kaizo and Kaizo Kindergarten and whatnot. And those are just the basics. They teach you what to expect. It throws in a little bit of saw surfing, which is like you see the saw that you spin jump on. You have to stay bouncing on it. It's just the very basics. So that's kind of what Kaizo is. And if anybody wants any Kaizos or wants to get into it, you're going to need an emulator, which is free to download. You can just look up SNES emulators, and then you go to smwcentral.net. SMW is Super Mario World. So smwcentral.net, and then you can get your ROM hacks from there. I could tell you how to patch them, because you can't just download the full game. You just download the patch. You have to patch it. And it's a super simple process, but SMW Central will take care of you. But yeah, that's what ROM hacks are, and that's a little bit about Invictus.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for explaining that, because I was always kind of curious. I figured it was like a modification, like John saying Kaizo means modification. I was just kind of curious with it, just because I see a lot of like Kaizo this or Kaizo that, or I have seen Invictus, and I was like, where are y'all finding this? Because I can't, it was just one of those things where I've looked up and I'm like, this gotta be something different, and I'm not looking at it. So
yeah. My grandfather just passed away because nobody knew his blood type. His dying words to the family was, "Be positive." John's always got the dad jokes. He's my man of sarcasm. I love him.
Hey, gotta love some of the jokes though. Gotta love them.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, this next question, I guess you're kind of already experiencing it right now. John says, I do some of this craziness. It's so fun. John, you play a little bit of Kaizo as well? John, you're a J&J stream. Yes, you do, sir. I was going to say, wait a second. Yeah, yes, I know
Mr.
this.
J&J.
What's up, J&J? So kind of going through, I know that this question is, have you or are you experiencing any struggles? But basically this one is, have you ever experienced anything that has made you need to walk away, if not possibly thought about walking away and wanting to have to stop for a bit, or has ever taken you away from this? And if you have, how have you... Oh, I cannot think of the word. How have you just, if it's caused anything with it, how have you, not let that happen? How have you, resolved it? I can't think of the word I was thinking of. Sorry.
So, no, you're fine. So, yes, there have been things that have caused me to step away from it, and it's work. I'm active duty military. I'm a combat engineer, so I go train with the infantry, and I specialize in mobility, counter mobility, and survivability. And so that's just a fancy way of making sure that the maneuver elements can do their job. And so whenever we do that, I have to go to the field. Sometimes go to the field for 3 days, sometimes a week, sometimes 2 weeks, sometimes a month. And whenever I go, obviously I'm not going to come home to stream. So that's kind of put a wrench in my plans a few times. And then if it's not work, I've really just been good. Sometimes every streamer goes through this, and I preach this all the time. I preach it all the time. If you're a streamer, don't get so wrapped up on streaming for these long hours. I see streamers streaming for 4, 6, 8 hours at a time, sometimes 10 to 12 hours at a time. And then they're just so burnt out and like, I'm not getting any viewers. I'm not getting any push and this and that and this and that. You know, it's not about the length of time that you stream. It's about the quality of your streams. Are your people chatting in your chat section? Are they reacting? That's why whenever I play or I stream, I'm like, hey guys, if you're here and you haven't done so, please smash those like buttons. It really helps us out because it really does. But anyways, that's a little bit more on streamer etiquette, but because I don't want to deviate from the topic, but okay. Something that does kind of tend to push me away or makes me consider, is this really worth it? Is when my chat dies out. If my chat dies out, it really bothers me. And people send stars, that's cool. You know, sometimes I have streams where I get 0 stars. Sometimes I have streams where I get a lot of stars. You know, stars are cool. Stars are going to come and go. People are going to donate, not donate, whatever. That's cool. Mm-hmm. But if my chat can still keep going, that gives me incentive to stream. That gives me a reason to get up at 5 in the morning. I stream from 5 to 7 a.m. for those who don't know. 5 to 7 a.m. is my stream time for the mornings, and then 7 to 9 p.m. is my stream time for the evenings. So I would stream 2 times a day. And if my chat's rolling, successful stream. If my chat is dead, nobody wants to talk to me, I really take it to heart. It bothers me. And because my internet thing, and sometimes maybe because I'm playing Team Shell so much because I'm trying to hit my goal, I noticed my chat goes down quite a bit. And I try not to let that get to me. But some days are harder than others. And I consider like, maybe it's my time. Maybe, you know, I'm being nerfed right now and I don't know why. You know, maybe it's my time. Maybe it's a sign saying I need to take a step back because I do stream 2 times a day. And I take care of my family. I do place emphasis on my family. I make sure that I spend time with my wife. I make sure I spend time with kids. I make sure they're taken care of. I make sure, you know, everything is taken care of. Streaming is my hobby, but it's also my job. I take it seriously, like I take care of a job. Because I don't want to just get on there and just stream whatever, you know. I try to have a schedule. I try to know what I'm playing. I try to have topics of discussion. I do giveaways. You know, I try to make it very secularized and very structured. But those are some of the things that can really push me away from streaming, is just whenever I don't have any engagement. And then whenever I do hit those ruts, I always look back at the years that I've put in and the conversations that I've had in the past and some of the reasons why I stream, and it keeps me going. But if it ever continues to be a trend where I feel like, you know, my time isn't valuable to somebody, you know, I might walk away. You know, just being real. Nothing against anybody in the community. You know, if I'm not interesting, I'm not interesting. You know, that's no shot at anybody. That's a me thing. You know, if I'm not interesting, then that's just me, and I have to fix myself, or I have to go do something else. So there might be a time whenever I quit, but honestly, that would be probably the only reason why I would willingly walk away. Now, if I was forced to walk away, like I'm kind of forced to stop now, it's something out of my hands, like the internet.
Yeah. That can always be a little bit of a... Oh, no, go ahead.
So, John, whenever I take an ACFT, I have to have a current ACFT to re-enlist. So I'm actually... So what he's asking is when do I re-enlist? And I'm up for re-enlistment now. And I just had to get that knocked out. They start up at noon. Yes, absolutely, Ryan. So I can totally understand those thoughts. I think those thoughts are human nature, though. Yeah, it is. And that's why, you know, it's just human nature. We always tend to beat ourselves up. We tend to look at ourselves in a negative light. And that's why, you know, I've pushed through every setback or every piece of negativity, you know, and then other streamers, you know, I think every streamer here that's a streamer, or if you're a viewer and you're connected with that streamer, you know, every streamer is going to bump heads with another streamer at some point. And there's a few streamers that I really don't don't associate with or talk to, because of maybe some of the things they've said or done, or some of the ethics that they have. And I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. I'm not saying they're better than me or vice versa. I'm just saying, you're going to come across those people, and it can really wear you down, because this community is so close knit, and it can really make you question: are you doing the right thing you're supposed to be doing? Are you being the best that you can be? And I've been in that position. Like, am I being the best I can be? If I pulled away from this person, or like, for example, one time somebody had come at me in my inbox, was being very rude and derogatory and insulting me and cursing me and stuff, because they felt some type of way about the way I was playing Kaizo, or some of the comments I was making about a ROM hack. And I wanted to have a conversation, really figure out why this person was being so rude to me. And all they did was just say a few bad words and block me. And I was like, it kind of bothered me, but I was like, at the end of the day, whatever. If I tried, if nobody wants to have an adult conversation, it's whatever. What are they going to do? Caps lock me to death? And I just go on doing what I'm doing, just trying to be the best that I can.
No, 100% understand that, and I feel that as well. Chat is a huge, big thing. I will 100% agree with you on that. Y'all, with content creators, with us streamers, we might be here playing a game, but I know a lot of us, and I know with Speedy, if we like to chit chat, we like to hang out, we like to talk, we like to engage, we like to hear about your day, we like to hear about, hey, did your kid go and do well in gymnastics or sports, or if people like to share that kind of information. I know we don't pry or anything like that, but I know that's one thing. So basically for Speed, like I know right now, like your hands are tied with your internet. But I mean, I do feel that. I do feel some nights where if you don't have the chat, you're like, wait a minute, what's going on type of thing. But
yes,
things can be one way at one time and be another time, and then all that stuff. But I do understand and get where you're coming from on that as well. Ultimately, I think self-care is key too. As long as you're happy and streaming, keep going. If it doesn't feel right for you, you've got to factor that in. 100%, Evelyn.
100%. Yep. Yes, I agree. Evelyn is one of my closest friends. She is a jack of all trades. She can play Pokemon. She can play Kaizo. She can play Mario Maker, and she can be a mom, she can be a wife, she can be all kinds of things. And I talked to her privately with other content creators and other moderators, and there's a different side to her. And I don't mean to say that she's fake in any way, absolutely not.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you look in a little window at a toy store, and then you go into the toy store, and then you see all of the great things that this person has on the inside. I can't say enough good about Evelyn. She's just as genuine outside of the streams as she is in the streams. She does like to joke, little ice bird, but she's awesome. And she is very cognizant on identifying things like that. Like, I think she has a very sound mind. And I think as a streamer, pulling away from Evelyn a little bit, as a streamer, you need to be really self-aware. You have to have a lot of self-confidence, because you're going to have people come in and say you suck, you're annoying, or you talk too much, or you don't talk enough, or you're too good at the game. Why don't you try dying a couple times? Yes, I've had that happen before. Like, who wants that? You're always going to have those people that criticize you. And if you let them get to you, this probably isn't for you. If you have a desire to stream and you have fun with it, and you get those good people in your community, not only are they going to back you up when you have a troll, but they're going to help build you up whenever you have low moments in your life. Because I've had some low moments in my life, and especially when I lost my mom. I had the community there just to get my mind off of things, and then they'd share some stories about their mom, or some stories about things they did as a family. This community is really close knit. But going back to what Evelyn said, if you feel like you're not having fun anymore, address it. Because there's times where I felt I wasn't having fun anymore. And that I felt that in my last journey with Grand Prix World 2. I was fighting Bowser. I was going on like, I do 2-hour streams. And I think I finally beat him on my 11th stream. I was like, okay, this is still fun, but I'm tired of playing the same thing over and over, the same boss over and over for the 11th time now. I'm over it. And I was getting to where I wasn't having fun. But since I was at the end of the game, I knew I had to finish it out. And that's why I decided to put Kaiser to the side for a little bit and focus on what I love. And I think my numbers suffered because of it, but it's not really so much about a numbers game. My chat was still rolling. My chat was still good, but I was doing something that made me happy. Mm-hmm. And when I hit this goal, it's going to be an even sweeter goal because I've been working so hard at it, and I've had so many wrenches thrown in, like this internet thing, that it's going to be that much sweeter whenever I finally get my time, and then I can put Team Shell away and I can move on to other things.
100%. There's something else. For every one person hiding behind those big bad words they put in their keyboard, there are so many who say nothing that you are the most positive influence on.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Very true. You have to have a hard head and thick skin. To a certain extent, yep. Right, yeah. We also have to realize... Yes. We love you, Miss Penguin.
Yep. Yes.
We love you.
Oh my gosh, yes, Ryan. So Ryan, speaking of that, we have to realize that the community has lives as well. Yes. So I understand. And that's one thing I try to teach or get new streamers to understand. Well, nobody watches me, and people came in, but now they're not coming in. And it's like, okay, check it out. You're streaming at this time. This is the time that people are typically at work or at school and whatnot. So just because it came and hung out with you on a Saturday morning at 10 in the morning, they're not going to be able to do that at 10 in the morning on a Monday. Most people have jobs or school. So I'm very aware of that. And when I stream in the mornings, those are my lowest numbers because people be sleeping. People are asleep or people are getting up to ready to go to work. They may come in and say hi and drop a like, but 9 times out of 10, it's like, hey, dropping a quick like, I'm getting ready for work, or hey, dropping a quick like, I'm late, and it's like, I totally got it. And then you got people that are night owls or just getting off shift. And those are the ones that come in for the morning streams and chat with me and hang out. I'll put it this way, there's always going to be somebody that will come in and chat with you. You just have to be engaging and positive. When somebody comes in, make it a big deal. Like, hey, yo, Larry, what's up? Welcome and thank you for the like. Miss Penguin, welcome and thank you for the like. We got Big Stu in here. Thank you for the like, man. How are you doing? Make it a big deal because if I go to a stream, when I come to your streams, you're like, what up, Speedy? We got Speed Demon in the house. I feel welcomed. I feel happy. I have gone to streamers. Thanks for Speed. Well, great to see you too. And it's not that they're bad people. It's just I don't feel as welcome. I don't feel like I'm included. And I know some people they're just naturally introverted. And you can tell maybe they're a little nervous, or maybe they're not very articulate. And so I'll still hang around. But if it's somebody that is very vibrant and boisterous, and I'm like, oh, so Speed. And I'm like, okay, well, all right, hi, hope you're doing well. All right, later. But I try so hard to make everybody come in feel welcome. And if I'm ever lacking, I try to fix that. But at the same time, I don't set an unrealistic goal for myself. I look back and I say, was I positive today? Did I welcome in people? Did I try to acknowledge people, make them feel like they should be a part of it? Yes. All right. I'm good. Because you're never going to please everybody. You're not. If you're going to be a content creator and you got that mindset of pleasing everybody, you're setting yourself up for failure.
You're not going to be you at the end of the day. Not going to be you at the end of the day. 100%. Exactly.
Ryan says, we can't always look like and talk about what everyone else likes, but that doesn't matter because the people that do matter will keep coming. Yes, 100%. 100%. So that's why I say be yourself. If you're always yourself, genuine, it's easier for you to do this because you're not faking who you are. You're not being somebody that you're not meant to be. That can get exhausting and tiring. And then people are going to learn you for you and come back for you. Not just the game, not for this facade you put on. They're going to come back for you, and you're going to realize that there are a lot of people out there that like you for who you are than you realize.
Very true. Very true. John says, how many years you got in the Army?
I got 15, about to hit 16.
Yep. Miss Penguin, I feel like Sorry, one sec. I feel like having fun and the people will come. Don't play what streams best. People see your true joy and passion for the game, and you'll make solid connections with people who stop by and share those passions. If you're looking for numbers, you're going to be fighting for those numbers, my opinion. No, Penguin, It's very true. When you, at the end of the day, basically with what Penguin is saying, what Speedy is saying is you, for those content creators, and this even goes further than just streaming, in my opinion, is like, in your life, you have to do what makes you happy at the end of the day, and others will see that and catch on to that, and will continue to come in, as what Speedy was saying, is they'll love you for you. They're gonna see you. They're gonna enjoy seeing you have fun, and if you're not having a good day, they're gonna be like, what in the world is going on with them? So it kind of goes in with the community.
I've seen streamers give people a bad day. I got told to check out this COD streamer, Call of Duty, and I go in there and he's just raging. Like at first I thought it was funny, like, oh yeah, funny rage, ha ha ha. But then that's all the stream was, and he was just yelling and cursing. He's like, man, screw this game. This is stupid. I hate this game. And it was going well above and beyond, just having the occasional rage. And I was like, I don't know about this. And so I ended up leaving. Maybe some people like that cup of tea, but not me. Now, I'm not saying that complaining is a bad thing, because I like Radman Kid. Now, he's not family friendly by any means, and he complains a lot, but he does it in such a funny way. You can kind of relate to him, and you kind of joke with him, hee and ha ha. I like watching him because he does it differently, and he cares so much about his community. He really does. I talk to him, behind the scenes, and he's a genuine person. He's a big old teddy bear. He really is. But on his streams, of course, he's going to rage and complain and all that, but he does it in a funny and banter-y manner, And then you got those other people like the Call of Duty streamer who was genuinely raging, and he would snap at his chat, and it's like, okay, whoa, that for me, that's a boundary. You don't snap at your chat. You don't take anything out on your chat. They take the time to come watch you. They take the time to send you stars. They take the time to even subscribe to you. You don't ever take a shot at your chat. And that they are the ones that built you up. They can definitely easily destroy you, because all it takes is just getting word of mouth about how rude you are to the chat or some things you said, and people are not only going to stop watching you, they'll even bash you, So I wholeheartedly respect the chat for just coming in and saying, hey, even those that come and say, hey, just drop by for a quick like, gotta run, have a good day. I respect it. So remember, just the way you carry yourself can have the ripple effect in the long run.
100%. So basically kind of that last little thing right there, y'all, is any advice for new upcoming creators or streamers? We've kind of touched on just a little bit, but what would your number one thing be for advice for new streamers or even for current creators right now?
My biggest piece of advice. I got so many. I got so many.
You can go for it. Go for it.
I would say the biggest piece of advice I have for new content creators is be yourself, put in the grind, and engage. There are so many streamers I see that they start streaming a month into it. Oh, I'm not getting anybody, and then they quit, or they do it and they don't put in the grind and they're not engaging. It's like, well, okay, you're new, you have no rapport. Nobody's referred you to anybody. You have to engage. If you want the community, you have to create that buy-in. It's like a business. Like T-Mobile. How do I know about T-Mobile? Well, they put forth the effort to create commercials on the TV, on the radio, whatnot. Like they put themselves out there. So you got to do the same thing. You got to make posts on your page. Hey, we're going to go live this time. Hey, do you like Kaizo? Hey, do you like Animal Crossing, Pokemon, Donkey Kong, whatever? Put yourself out there. And then whenever you're streaming, engage. Somebody comes in, make it a big deal. One person hits a like, make that one person feel special, because you're trying to build something. If you're a new content creator, my biggest piece of advice is engage, and put in the grind, and don't just understand it's going to take some time. It took me a while. It took a lot of people a while. And there's new content creators out there that are still, they're putting in the grind, and they've got a lot of support from us in the community. Just don't give up. I guess those are the biggest three pieces of advice I could give.
Very true, very true. John says, I'll be honest with you, I don't even look at numbers. I just look forward to playing games and enjoying time with those who come by. 100%.
Yep.
Yep. Ken is hilarious. He's persistent though, and let me tell you, he's talented. He knows when to switch up the game too. If it's getting to him, he'll change what he's playing. He keeps it light and fun, and that's a great way to go about that. 100%. If it's starting to mess with you, okay, I'm not having fun. Others probably won't have fun. Let's switch it up. So basically you've kind of you hit on everything kind of here, y'all. Those of you that are kind of hanging out and chat and watching and kicking it with us right now, does anybody have any questions for Mr. Speed Demon here? Any questions? And Speed, if you have any other thoughts or anything you want to touch on, feel free to chit chat it up.
Absolutely. So, guys, if you have any questions, by all means, type them in the chat. You can ask me anything personal, anything stream related. This is a why series, so if you have any questions as to why, go ahead and ask away. And then just, again, I love what I do. And I do plan on switching it up sometime in the future from just ROM hacks. Just kind of depends on where my goals land whenever I achieve them. But in getting rekindled with my Nintendo 64, I want to get an HDMI adapter so that way I can plug it into my capture card and maybe stream some 64 games, because I love Mario 64, GoldenEye. I love WWF Warzone. I've been playing that. Tony Hawk. I haven't played a lot of those 64 games because I've been streaming. My time to play video games usually is streaming, but now since I have 2 open stream slots, I can squeeze in whatever I want to play, and it feels amazing. So I think that's what I'm going to try to get into someday.
If or when you get to 007, let me know, because with 007, actually, I do believe 007 gets released tomorrow. I thought so. And it's free to play if you have the extension on it, the membership thing. But they do have the online multiplayer with it, so you'll have to let me know. I absolutely love GoldenEye. It was one of my favorite games back then, so I'm excited for it.
See, I don't have that expansion pass or whatever it is. I already paid. Man, I got the family pack. I got the family pack for all my kids, and we have like 5 switches on our family plan thing, or 5 profiles. So the family deal's definitely a great thing, but getting the expansion pass, no. None of us play that much Switch.
No, I understand that one. I get that. And Speedy, thank you so much for kicking in the dojo. You had some very insightful information tonight. Thank you so much for your service.
Absolutely. And thank you, Scotty. Scott says, no questions. I love coming by your stream, Speed, and love your content. You're awesome. Don't ever forget it. I appreciate the kind words, man. And another thing that keeps you going is comments like that. I will get comments like that every so often, sometimes frequently, and not tooting a horn or anything. I'm just saying, when I get them, it just means the world. That reassures me that I'm doing something right. Because it's cool to have an engaging chat, and that's what keeps me going. But it reassures me whenever I see somebody come in and say, "Hey, just know I got a lot of love for you. I love what you're doing. Don't stop doing what you're doing." Nothing can replace that.
100%.
Nothing can replace that.
Commissioner.
And no problem, Ryan.
Sorry to interrupt you, Speedy. You said that was Scott's comment. Commish, I, for whatever reason, I am not seeing that comment on my side. I do apologize. I'm not trying to snip comments. If anything is coming in, I guess Speedy's able to see something better over on his phone than I can on my side within the live producer. So if any comments have come in, I do apologize if I have skipped anything. I have been following through, and I guess Facebook might be having a little bit of an issue tonight with some comments coming through. So I do apologize. Jordan does say, I do have a genuine question. What would you consider your biggest pet peeve when it comes to stream etiquette, whether it be the streamer or the chat?
I got a few of them. I guess it depends on the intensity of my pet peeve, or that pet peeve to take the slot for my number one pet peeve. So I'll just share a few of my pet peeves, and then you guys can kind of chime in on your feedback. Hey, it's good to see you too, Larry. My man, I love you, Larry. You're awesome, dude. You're like a brother to me. Always got something positive to say. Always popping in whenever you're done with your shift. I got a lot of respect for you, brother. So I would say that one of the biggest pet peeves that gets to me is whenever now it's not a curse word. It's not a curse word, but new streamers seeking out advice, and I take the time to really explain to them streamer etiquette and whatnot. I call them ask holes, right? They'll ask me these questions, and I'll go in depth and detail, and I'll tell them, hey, here's a detailed list of what you can do and what you can say and how you can improve your streams and how you can improve engagement. And then they don't do any of it. And then they're like, well, I tried it. Or it's like, no, you like a good example would be, hey, so I went back and looked at your stream. So somebody would be like, hey, can you just take a look at my stream, see what I'm doing wrong? I'm not getting much engagement. You have a rolling chat. I just want some feedback from you. So I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. So I'll go look at their streams, and they don't say a single word. So I tell them, like, hey, I went and checked out your stream. You got to talk. I don't care if you monologue, talk about the game you're playing. So for me, I've monologued plenty of times. And I still do it. So I'll say, all right, we're going to take the shell and we're going to try to get this double shell jump. And we're going to try to get to this next section because this is a really tight section and blah, 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 blah. We almost got it. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. And then somebody will chime in. And then you start the conversation. Like you have to be hungry for that. And whenever they don't listen to that, it's a really big pet peeve. It's like, you want to be successful. You want to do good, but then you won't talk to the community. Somebody, like, I watch somebody literally come to a chat and say, hey, how long have you been playing Mega Man? Oh, since I was a kid. That's the perfect opportunity. No. Why would you do that? You just threw it away. And it's like, if somebody asks me, how long have you been playing Mega Man? Oh man, I've been playing since I was a kid. I actually played Mega Man X6. Have you ever played it? I played this, I played that. I like playing this. It just opens door for conversation, right? Another pet, let's see. Let me catch up because the chat was kind of rolling. Speed is, it's so nice seeing you. Been missing your streams. Yep, caught that one. Juan says, I'm only here because of Demon. The comfort level has extended beyond his stream. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's super cool. And if you haven't checked out Chim Kicks, if you're one of my followers and you're here because of the post I made, hey, give Chim Kicks a follow. She's just like me. She engages. She has fun. She does different things. Definitely consider following her. And especially since she's doing this here, it gives a different dynamic to her page and getting the opportunity to bring streamers in and kind of mirror the communities. And I like to call it cross-pollinating our communities, because I've had some people from hers that didn't know me, and then vice versa. So thank you for that, Juan. Stephanie, would you ever stream on TikTok? Probably not my gaming stuff. I don't know. It has to take an act of Congress for me to bite the bullet and stream game content on TikTok. I might live stream like my personal stuff or whatnot, because that's kind of what my TikTok's for. It's more recreational use. Jordan says, amen. I started with pure monologue and play-by-play speaking. Talking is 100% important. Yeah, so he knows. Most streamers know. That is super important. So I would say not talking is my biggest pet peeve. After being told, like, you need to do this. And then when it comes to just streamer etiquette in general, I cannot stand when somebody's over here and they're like, yeah, so I got, hold on. Yeah, so, that drives me nuts. Like, I don't mind if people eat. People got to eat. You can eat and drink on stream. I don't care. But whenever you're doing it, like, right in front of your mic. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen.
Speedy ASMR. Oh, that's what exactly I was thinking. Get out of my head, Red. Get out of my head. I was like, it's going to turn into ASMR.
Well, and something that'll push my buttons, and I'm kind of a defensive person. Whenever I see other people being bullied and picked on, it really drives me nuts because story time. When I was a kid, I grew up watching some of my closest friends get bullied, and I had this one friend. He was kind of chubby, and he had glasses. He was a nerd, but he was so cool, heart of gold. And I literally watched him become a different person because he kept getting picked on, getting pushed, getting his stuff stolen, getting called names. And at the time, I didn't know what to do. I just knew it was wrong. But you're kind of paralyzed with fear. You're just like, I want to help, but I don't know what to do. And then growing up and learning how to adapt to life in those situations, and especially join the army. I have a seething hatred for bullies. Not a certain person in general, just the bully community, if you will. And so when I go into a stream and I see a new streamer or a streamer that typically isn't the best in talking, and people are heckling them and being rude and disrespectful, it really gets under my skin, and it takes everything inside me to not start nitpicking at them, because I'm very articulate. I am witty. I can come up with anything off the cuff. I can say just about anything. And I have great experience doing that. And so it takes everything inside me not to just, start addressing that and ripping them a new one, because one, it's just not professional. Two, it's that streamer's chat, and I don't want to put any undue stress on them. Now, I will rib everybody all day. I will make fun of Redhead and his love for well done steak. I'll make fun of Miss Iceberg over there and her little witty comments. I'll make fun of Tobacco plays Chris Ward, because who Chris is. I'll make fun of him on just about anything. I will joke up and down the road all times of the day and just about anything. And depending on who streaming is, I'll keep it family friendly. And sometimes if their stream is 18 plus, I won't keep it family friendly, because I keep my streams family friendly because I have kids that watch my stream. Mm-hmm. I have other grown men and women that just like the wholesome positivity and family friendly. Mm-hmm. And so, that's why I conduct my streams that way. But me in real life, I don't curse in real life, but I have dark humor, and I'm a realist with a lot of things. And so, like for example, I was in Chris's stream the other day, and he wanted me on Discord, and we were making jokes about something, and we were telling jokes to each other, and it kind of got a little edgy and dark, and we were just having a great time, Yep. So but I think it's one of my biggest pet peeves is just seeing people being bullied in the streaming community. And it's funny, people come try to bully me, and it's like, okay, first off, I'm military. You're not going to hurt my feelings. And I was a drill sergeant for 3 years. There's nothing you can say or do that is going to offend me or hurt me. I've been called everything under the sun. I've been threatened. I've been shot at, been blown up. Nice try. Go troll somebody else. So it doesn't bother me. I just see Ryan's super gassy.
It was the comment from J&J saying, I'm always like, I'm scared or afraid of chat hearing a fart through the microphone.
And Evelyn says, going back to the ASMR thing, says, unless it's me shoving down a mouthful of beans for a star. Oh yeah, I'll watch that. Those are funny. See, that's okay. That's stream content. But if you're sitting there just like chowing down on Ruffles with the just because, like, come on now, that gets irritating. And then Ryan says, I'm super witty too. And Scott says, I can't stand a bully. Seen enough of that in the jail I used to work in as an officer. No place for it in the community. Exactly. Travis said, he won't make fun of me. Shut up, crayons. So Travis is a fellow brother in arms. He was a Marine, and not once a Marine, always a Marine. I know that, but I got to give him a hard time about his crayons. Evelyn, a quick-witted friend is awesome because it's a challenge to stay on your feet with the banter. Who will be the last one standing? Oh yeah, me and Chris go back and forth.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes he gets me, sometimes I get him. But I think Chris and I were pretty evened out because, like, in the community, he's got me because he can go places I can't go, right? But if it's in his stream or in DMs, oh man, it's wild.
Oh, I've seen.
You should ask him.
The banter between you both, y'all.
Yeah, you should ask him about corks, like the cork board. Why he likes cork so much? You should ask him about that offline.
Gonna have to now.
Yeah. Things come from me and picked on myself, so I just use comedy. And that's what my friend does. He uses comedy to mask some of the pain. He'll use off-color jokes about himself to kind of mask the pain, and that's his way of coping with it. I don't really agree with how he does it to himself, but as long as he's okay at the end of the day, and as long as he knows that he has people he can turn to, it's all that matters. I'm still friends with him to this day, and he's come a long ways. He's kind of changed back into that positive, fun-loving guy that likes to have a good time and enjoy his video games and his friends. But for years it was a struggle, and I always kicked myself because I didn't do anything. It's because I didn't know how to do anything, right? And once I learned how, I started intervening. I swore every time I see a bully or a bully situation, I'm putting a stop to it. I don't care if I feel uncomfortable. I don't care if I embarrass if I embarrass somebody. I care if the hurting is stopped.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I care about. Oh, Chris is 4.
How long has Chris been your son?
Chris has been my son for about 3 years, coming up on 3 years, ever since I started streaming. Well, no, he didn't know me that long. Probably about 1.5 years, maybe 2 years. So Chris has been my son for that long. Adopted. Kylo's my son too, but we left him at the park.
Poor Kylo.
Yeah, there's a lot of trolls. Oh. The painless streamer.
I never get a chance to do it. My bullies chat usually puts them on blast so fast all I can do is laugh. Hey, that's community and family for you.
Yeah. Well, it's like when somebody comes and tries to bully me, like, I tell, you're barking up the wrong tree. Like, what are you going to do? Caps lock me to death? So they try. I don't get trolls that often, though.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
If they do.
It is. I need some entertainment.
Kill them with kindness.
Well, I need some. Yeah, well, I do the killing with kindness thing, but after so long, if they don't stop, I don't do stupid very well, and so I just end up having one of my mods ban them. Like, well, and one cool thing about my mods is they like my moderators. I gotta harp on my mods a little bit. All of my mods, whether they're viewers or streamers, they all know my standard, and they all know that I respect them and their time. And my rule is use your best judgment. You know the rules for the stream. Use your judgment. You're a streamer. You're a viewer. You know how the community works. You don't need me breathing over your shoulder to do your job. Like, I want you to enjoy coming into my streams as well. I want you to enjoy hanging out. And if you see something go awry, you're a whole grown adult. Make the decision. Smash the ban hammer. Delete a comment. Give a warning. And 9 times out of 10, I don't see it. They'll delete a comment. They'll issue a warning, and all I'll see is, "Hey, let's keep it family friendly." And I'll have to scroll back and be like, "Oh, yeah. No, I know you don't know this, but yeah, just keep it family friendly." Or they'll ban somebody, and then they'll just drop it in my DMs and like, hey guys, I just banned this guy or girl because X, Y, and Z. And I'll see it, and I'm like, that's funny. Yeah, do your thing, So everybody's, I love my mod team. Just great people, awesome people. I got Stuart Cooley, Big Stu. I got Kiajane Robinson, which is Kiki, another streamer. I got Miss Penguin. I got Kylo Greenway. I got John Forsman. I got Tobaka, and I got Ben Cleveland. Yeah, I got a good handful of mods, and a lot of them are streamers, and some of them are just longtime viewers, and they're all respected, and they all bring a different dynamic to the table. And I guess for me, the reason why I have so many mods is I don't want to depend on just 1 or 2 people to sit there for a full stream, because like Ryan said earlier, viewers have lives. It's hard for me to sit in a stream for longer than 10, 15 minutes. I'll sit there and I'll chat and banter, but I got a life. I got kids. I got work. I got other obligations. So, I come in, give the watch time, give some engagement, and say hey to my good friend, whoever's streaming. And then I got to go be a dad, a husband, or a soldier. I got things to do. So that's why I have so many mods. And it really pays off because Ben will come in right in the mornings and he'll just hang out for a while. Then Evelyn will come in, or Kiajane will come in, and they just kind of tag out, and it brings a different dynamic. So if there's any newer streamers in here, I encourage you to kind of explore that route, because being a moderator isn't just looking for trolls or bad comments. It's getting your community, or getting the community going and get them brought in, generating that chat, getting that interaction. That's why it's hard to find some good mods, because all of us have lives. And so that's why I have so much respect for the mods that I do have. And if you're a mod for any other pages, thank you guys for what you do. All mods, mine, Chim's, anybody's, thank you all for what you do. We just know that us as streamers, we respect you. We appreciate what you do and the time that you give and the actions you take, or else we wouldn't select you to be part of something very important to us.
Wholeheartedly on that one. Jordan says, you are both amazing. Much love for the dojo and the speed, sir. We love you, Redhead. Love you, Jordan. Yo. Love you all very, very much. Steak. I once had the worst one. I had made fun of ice cream, my daughter. They were so gone, and the mama bear and this penguin. Yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
I don't think I had one troll who came in and was making fun of my husband, and it was like when I first started streaming. They had seen, I guess, my personal profile or something with my husband somehow, some way, maybe in Discord, and flat off I said, nope, not even gonna kill you with kindness. You know what? Thank you for being here, but you have a good night. And they were gone. So I was still kind of kind, but I was like, I won't play that. So Penguin, I'm sorry that you've ever had to deal with that. If you're gonna come into a stream or something and you're gonna make fun of a kid or that, like, anything like that, no, please don't. And the other thing, real quick, another advice that I kind of want to throw out while we're kind of chit chatting is, and this is advice that you can kind of send out to everybody else as well. It's like, pop in, and if you want to start to joke or try to have fun, get to know the community, get to know that creator just a little bit before you try to start like having that little bit of a banter, having that little bit of a joke thing, because every community, every family, and I say this across Facebook, across like Twitch, everywhere, it's one big, huge family, one huge community. We all just have our own little thing, all little communities as well. And everybody has their own little like banter back and forth. So just know that if you see like banter going on, be wary on how you like pop into that banter, because it could be a little bit different. It could always come off a little bit weird as well.
100%. Yeah. Oh yeah. Been there, experienced that. Like, come on, you need to pump brakes. I don't know you like that.
Oh, Evelyn comes in yawning.
Evelyn. Yeah. Don't blame it on being tired, Evelyn. Don't blame it on being tired now.
Oh, right. You're okay. I love you. He's one of my black belts, and he always has to work.
Yep. Totally understand that, Ryan. Love Ryan to understand some people. Yeah, exactly. Like, people are just, no, they can just get the boot. Like, so if people come in and they try to troll me, like, I don't care. I'll play with them for a little bit. Like, you know, I'll take shots at them too, just whatever. But, because like I said, they're not going to hurt my feelings. Now, if they start taking shots at my chat, like, nope, gone. You're gone. Yeah. Instant ban.
Yeah.
I'm not going to have a place where my chat feels like they're not safe or they're being ridiculed or criticized. You can insult me all day. I don't care. But once you start insulting my chat or my kids, you get in the ban hammer.
I'm dealing with country air just past the dairy farm.
Yeah. Yep, I know that. I worked on a dairy farm for 2 or 3 years when I was in high school, taking care of baby cows and all the diarrhea and stuff, and the baby calves and all the hutches and all the kennel, or the I forget what it's called. It's like kennel cough, but it's for cows. And
did you
it's
ever
so
help?
Grueling and demanding.
Did you ever help birth a calf?
No, thankfully I didn't have to do none of that, but I did have to tube the baby calves. So tubing baby calves is where they're like on the verge of death. They're just limp and they're just like, you know, they're so lethargic. They can't hold their head up to drink. So you had to have this bottle full of electrolytes, and it smells so good. It smells like blueberry Gatorade, except like a stronger smell. It smells so good, but it tastes like freaking dog water. It's gross. Anyways, so you mixed up and you screw on the lid, and it has this long metal tube, and it has the little spout on the end, and you had to hold their head a certain way, get that straight angle, and you had to tube it, and you have to be very careful, because if not, you can go into the lung and drown them. So you tube all the way into the stomach. If it doesn't go all the way down, you're in the lung. So you got to back out and go back all the way into the stomach, and then you squeeze in the electrolytes. And 9 times out of 10, they're fine. Let's don't make fun of Ryan while I'm around. Putting them on blast be an understatement. There you go. Thank you, Zach. Thanks, Zach. You big old pain in the butt. Evan says, "Oh, I'm too busy thinking about how to time my shell jumps later. The rest of my brain is mush. It's all Kaizo. That's why." Well, maybe if you thought about your lunchbox meals like you think about shell jumps, they wouldn't get mixed up. Listen, just because I ain't been live for a while doesn't mean the tank is empty. I got plenty for you too, ma'am. Jordan says, "That was my number one ban. I had someone think they could just tear me down, and I just laughed it off. But the second they mentioned someone else, the hammer struck true. Oh, boom! The gavel has been struck." Yep.
And yeah, right.
Oh, that's awesome,
with
Ryan.
the baby calf. Yep.
That's really cool. He stayed in the basement with us. What? I slept with the next to him when I was young. Oh wow, that is super cool.
It was
Yeah, that's true, John.
it was
Milk is awesome.
too young of a calf. It was super super cold outside, so they brought the calf in to make sure the calf was okay. So
they're cold. If they're they're cold, let them inside. A whole grown cow.
Yeah, no, country life's fun. I love horses. If I could own a horse, I would so totally get a horse. And that's totally off topic, but hey. Anybody else have any questions for Mr. Speedy? Speed, thank you again so much for hanging out with us here in the dojo. And you were talking about your time slot from 5 to 7. I remember when I was working at a different job. Over like a year ago, and actually it's been a little over a year and a half, and I was up at like between 5 and 7 in the morning. I'd be able to pop in, and like you'd always like give me a little bit more of like a, okay, he's energized. I'm awake now. Like this actually gave me life to go into work. And now I'm not into work until like earliest is like 8 or 9. So I always miss you in the daytime, and then at night we kind of stream about the same time. But I try to pop in, and I was just like, but yeah, y'all. So remember, Mr. Speed Demon does stream between 5 and 7 a.m. That is Central time, and then at night, you said that's 7 and 9.
Yep.
7 to 9 p.m. time as well, y'all. There is a link in the pinned comment. If y'all could please do go show him that love. Much love, Speed. You know I'll pop in the commission soon. Last question for me. Can I borrow that shirt? It looks good on you, so maybe it'll help me look better.
Yeah, here you go. Yeah, right. Just kidding. You had to go to. I got it from Walmart. So I mean, it is red, and you go with redhead. It's got some red on it, so I think you're onto something, man.
Yep.
Redhead, don't kid anybody. You could wear anything, and you look dashing, astonishing. He's a big, beautiful man. Just he can contend against Chris, who's the big, beautiful woman. Don't let anybody tell you any different. You handsome man, you.
To be honest, y'all, I'm going to shout out a few other content creators as well, because I typically normally do this, and since we're towards the very end, Speed, if you give me just a second, we have Miss Evelyn. This is Fbgaming. Y'all check her out. She plays a lot of Mario, has a lot of fun, does some Pokemon, does a few other things as well. So, make sure we're showing her love. We have Redhead in here. Y'all, Redhead comes and hangs out with us throughout the week as well. We also have, oh, Travis, you're gonna shoot me because every time, for whatever reason, I still get stumped. It's Touchstone Gaming, right?
Yes.
Okay, I got it right.
Yes.
Normally, I say it a little awkward, a little weird sometimes, but we have also Touchstone Gaming in here. We have J&J streaming in here. We also had Rockstar _ 1983. My brain just completely went gone. Rocky, I love you. Sorry, Rocky. He's over on the purple side. JP Fire is also over on the purple side. Y'all, do me a favor, show some love to each other, hang out, whether you are a content creator or if you are just hanging out and chilling. Show that love, show that support. We take our times to like be here and try to like just hopefully put a smile on your face, give you a brighter day, better day, a lot of the chit chat, love and stuff like that. I just absolutely love it. Speedy, thanks for giving us a little bit of your time. I know you're busy. I know you've had a lot of stuff going on in life. Try not to hurt yourself, sir. Right.
Yes, Evelyn, I will definitely tell her. I will definitely tell her that you miss her.
We absolutely love Ashley, as well. Simply Ashley, y'all. That is Speed Demon's wifey, y'all. So please, go show Simply Ashley some love as well. They do sometimes do some stuff together, have a little bit of a different contests against each other, which is absolutely fun and awesome to see. And then, yes, Chris, Tabaka plays as well. If I miss anybody, it's not that I'm trying to miss you. It's just we've had a lot of phenomenal content creators pop in and hang out tonight. So just know that we absolutely love you. I truly appreciate you. For those that have come in and you are new to the stream, thanks so much for giving me a little bit of time to hang out with Speedy, bring him on in, and just to get to know him a little bit more. Hopefully, you're able to at least take take something away from this, whether you're a content creator or if you're not, just a little bit of something that will kind of like give you a little bit more of like a push so you can go towards like your passion. And so it's just one of those things where I absolutely love. Thank you guys so much for like your time, your patience. Sometimes things we just chit chat and we talk and we get to know each other, and I absolutely love this. And Random Rachel as well. Random Rachel is awesome as well. She's such a sweetheart. She's a very, very, very amazing creator as well. So if anybody has any other last questions, I'll give you guys another couple minutes, and we'll Speedy, anything else you wanted to touch on, last little things? Great job, Chim. Thank you, Stuart. I appreciate it. Also, real quick before, if anybody has questions or if anything else that Speedy wants to pop in, like Speed said, this is one thing that I absolutely love being able to do. I just love getting to know others and bring others in. And if you've missed any of this and you want to catch up, it will be out on the YouTube. And kind of just going from there. I will also keep it on my page. It'll be saved. And then that has JP Rockstars. There's a few other creators that will be on there. And like I said, this is our first one of the year. I will be reaching out to other creators over this over the next several months. Each month we'll probably be having one, possibly two, depends on if I can get more that want to like tell their story. And I love to hear other stories. I love to get to know everybody else. And it also just kind of helps inspire. So it's awesome. And I appreciate you, Speedy. Thank you again so much. I just, like I said, I love seeing your heart. I love seeing your passion. It's awesome. And I cannot wait to see you get back up and going as well. Amazing job, Speedy. Much love to everybody as well. Thank you. And thank you, Stephanie. But
awesome. Thank you for the kind words. And yes, thank you. Well, I saw it. Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate it. Ryan, you're number one. Aaliyah, hello. Say this is a great segment. Love learning about SpeedDemon. Keep it up, you two. Thank you, Aaliyah. I appreciate the kind words. Hugs and love always. Oh, got it. Holla. I like it. So anyways, I'm guessing that this is coming to an end. So once again, thank you to Chim Kicks. Thank you for allowing me to come in, and thank you for asking the awesome questions. I'm always an open book. For those who don't know me, of course, this has been me. Please feel free to check out my streams. I play a lot of Kaizo, most notably Shells. We are family friendly, so if you want some positivity that you can bring your kids to, please do so. And that's really it. But yeah, thank you. And y'all have a wonderful night. And thank you, Chim Kicks. Much appreciated. If y'all haven't done so and you're here for my community, give this wonderful lady a follow. We'd greatly appreciate it. We love spreading the love in the community. We love seeing other content creators grow, especially whenever they do something like this, different dynamic, bringing us together. So once again, thank you.
You're very welcome. Thanks again so much. If anybody else has anything else, I'll give you guys like another minute or two. But Speedy, what got any plans coming up for the weekend? No.
Doing absolutely nothing. Except working out. That's about it.
Well, there you go. Also, love to hear that you got to go back into like starting to work out and stuff like that. Not very happy to hear that you got sick after it. But it's very awesome. A lot of people are like, "Hey, gym time," and I'm like, "I wish I could go to the gym."
Yeah, it's my saving grace. It keeps me from going insane. It keeps me feeling youthful.
Wait, clipping isn't supported on this video? I now understand what happens with that. It's because I didn't tag a game, and I bet you anything, since I didn't tag a game, Facebook won't let me clip. That's okay.
Yeah,
I'll go back. Travis says, getting that internet fixed.
I need to. I wish. I live in the middle of nowhere, so.
I mean, hey, he's in Missouri. I'm in Missouri as well. So, I mean, hey, hopefully maybe one day we'll get to meet each other. That'd be awesome, Speedy. Be pretty cool.
I'm down. I'm always down.
But yeah, take your vitamins. All right, y'all. So Speedy, do you know anybody that is live right now? I normally allow, on nights like this, anybody that has joined me, you get to kind of pick who's, we go for a raid. If you know anybody on, if not, I will ask Chad if they know anybody that's on. But yeah, like I said, y'all, thank you guys so much for kicking it here with us in the dojo. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are phenomenal. Remember to always just be you. try not to let anybody take that away from you, because at the end of the day, you spark something in this world. You bring a bright light to someone's day. Even if you don't think you do, trust me, you do. 100%. I love y'all very, very much. We are going to go on a raid, so if you guys could stay with us during this time, if you guys could do, we're going to go do a Speed Demon and Chim Kicks raid. I like to include everybody in this, so we're going to go do a double raid. Speedy, you said you find someone?
Yeah, so we have, we got a good handful. We got Josh, oh my gosh, we got Super Pat, we got Radman Kin, we got the Kaizo Super Stream, TJ with a Feather, Rio Showa, the Gaming Pianist, of course you, I see you. That's all I see for being live right now. Yep, I'm in the moonies. So let's go ahead and let's see let's go say hi to the Gaming Pianist. He's only got 9 people, and I think it'd be awesome to bring some positivity and love to the Gaming Pianist. I'm not sure if anybody's heard of him, but he's a pretty cool dude. He plays a little bit of everything that's Mario. He doesn't do just Kaizo Mario. He does, like right now, I think he's playing a vanilla ROM hack, Luigi's Misadventures. But I know he's done Luigi's Mansion. He's done Mario 64. He's done Mario ROM hacks. He's done anything that's Mario. So if you like Mario, I would say he's a good person to check out. Now I don't know if he's 18 plus or if he's family friendly, so I don't know. Whatever he is, just be forewarned. And I'm not sure if you're familiar with him, Chim.
I might have fucked in on him once. He does sound familiar. He did just come up on my raid thing. So before we send this raid, I am gonna go ahead and Speedy, if you can stay in Discord for just a minute, I do have a question for you after we end. But I am going to go ahead, y'all, show that love to Mr. Speed Demon. I am going to go ahead and hop back into the dojo, and we're going to go ahead and end out the stream, and we're going to go raid the Gaming Pianist. So, Speedy, I'll be back with you in just a second. And thank you again so much for being here and sharing that time. Really do appreciate you. All right, y'all, that was amazing. Thank you guys so much for giving us a little bit of that time. Like I said, we are going to go ahead and go on this raid. If you guys could do me a favor, stick around with it. I'm going to send you over. Let's go. That's going to be a Speed Demon and Chim Kicks, or for me, normally we don't say Chim Kicks, we say Dojo Warrior. But you do you, whatever you want to put in there, just let them know where you're coming from. Show that love for me, please. And y'all, just another heads up, I will, fingers crossed, as long as life goes well, I will be back here live in the dojo tomorrow night, starting about 6 p.m. Central Time. Game to be determined. I'm looking into a few things, but I love y'all very much. You guys have a great, incredible rest of your night, and let's go say hi to the Gaming Pianist. Y'all stay awesome and keep kicking it. Love you very much, and good night.